absolute must-see.
It's the Blueprint.
Welcome to the Blueprint. I'm your man, Ray Reeves, with my man, Don Williams. John was going to join us, but he over in Dubai, Don, on vacation with the fam. But tonight, man, let's get it, Don. How you feeling today, man?
I feel good, brother. I mean, I'm blessed. We here. We're doing this show. We getting the people what they want. I get the vibe with my brother, my friend, my brother. So it's all good, man. We got a lot of topics to talk about. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it. First off, man, let's talk about the resurgent Pistons. I mean, everybody all over the country is talking about the Pistons, Don. I mean, what do you think about this, man? Cade is a superstar now, man. And tonight, they got a Golden State. Let's go.
Yeah, they are west on that West Coast trip. They 1-1 so far. Good test for them tonight. Yeah, man. Last 10 to 8-2. They one of the hottest teams in the league. You got a candidate for, I mean, he's candidate for most improved, and now he's moving up to be a candidate for, he can be candidate for MVP the way they playing. Then you got a candidate for coach of the year. So they got a lot of things going on. Picking up Dennis Schroeder was a little tiny move, but it's a big move for a playoff push. So yeah, man, I like where they going.
Man, we got to get Troy Weaver credit for this roster.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You remember Stephen A. Smith, man, talking about Troy Weaver did this roster. No, this is Trajan Langdon, man. Yeah. Trajan Langdon got Schroeder. He got Malik Beasley. I mean, he brought come on, man. He got the coach. He drafted Ron Holland. I mean, Weaver had some players, but I got to say this Trajan Langdon, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Trajan Langdon, and I think Bickerstaff is a big part. My man, I think last year he took the job. They offered him some lifetime money, which he couldn't turn down. He was out of coaching. He didn't want to coach, so he had to take it. And you can see the difference. These guys, it's just like the Lions, man. They love Dan Campbell. They love to play for him. When that aspect of it's important to coaching, when they want to play for the coach, they'll run through a wall for you, man. They believe in the system, and Cade is healthy. They got some pieces around them. They got some shooters and some veterans around them. So yeah, man, they doing some big things.
And what about the year Malik Beasley is having, man?
Oh yeah, well that's we talked about that before. I mean, I loved it even before he stepped on the court. I was like, I love Malik Beasley. I always was a kind of a silent fan of his, and then I just feel like his presence, man, his confidence, his swag, that outside shooting, it opens it up for Cade to go one-on-one. You got Unc, the veteran from Philly. He doing his thing. Yeah, the bias and Jalen Duren. I mean, because Jalen Duren is coming around. He's improving his game. You got the young guys with Osser and the boy they drafted this year.
Ron Holland, yeah.
They bringing energy to the game. So yeah, I love it. And then I think Stu is at the position where he's supposed to be. I don't think he was a starting center. So he's the energy guy coming off the bench, flying all around, the tough guy we need. So yeah, they're a piece or two away from really being contenders. But right now, I think depending on the matchup, they can win a round or two.
Yeah, and what I like about it is they love playing together. They love playing for the coach, and it's just the beginning. This year one with Trajan Langdon, man, he obviously knows what he's doing. To put this team together so quick, man. And I'm really excited about the future of the Pistons. They won the championship or a couple. We got to get the Lions there, man. Let's shift gears and talk about the Lions, man. We just had the combine, free agency kicking off Monday. We got a few signings, Brad Home, as everybody say, Brad Home cooking. We got Derek Barnes back. We got Anthony Pittman back. Today they brought Marcus Davenport back. A lot of people, complaining about that, but I think you like Brad said, you can't have enough of these guys. I mean, and if he stay healthy, he can produce. You got the Darius right now. You got Hutch coming back, and I'm wearing Hutch's jersey because he made amends on that comment. Remember last time?
Yeah, yeah.
Miles Garrett.
I think he watched the show. He must have heard us talking
He
about it.
must have had a shout out Hutch, man. Go blue, baby. But they say the Lions is like the most aggressive team going after Miles Garrett. So I think I like the moves that he made so far, but now my man from Cincinnati available. Don, how would you play this, man?
I feel like I like the moves. We need depth. We seen
Yeah.
that last year. No
Oh, that.
matter what, the first most important thing was having depth. But I feel like they need to make with that one big move. The opportunity is now.
Yeah.
We talked about it before on the first couple shows. These last 2 years, you had the opportunity of a lifetime, and
Yeah.
so I feel like the window is now. So I feel like going to get either Miles, or now that Henderson is on the market. He might not have to give up as much to get him, but he's just as productive player. And I feel like if you get one of them guys, and then you bring back the rest of these guys healthy, that's going to make the whole team a whole lot better. So I feel like he needs to make that one big move. We trusting in Brad, so he's kind of slow rolling and he's letting everybody do their little thing. But yeah, that one big move, I think it's gonna put us right back to where we need to be next year.
Yeah, man. What you think about ain't the Darius Sneed is available, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm
It's
thinking
it's a few smaller moves they can make, but
yeah,
right now I'm just concentrating. I want one of them. I want one of them prime boys.
yeah,
Crosby is off the table now. The Raiders signed him to a deal, and so Henderson wants to be out there. He played with DJ Reader, and I
yeah.
think he played with Campbell and I think I want to say New
In
Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah.
In New
So
Orleans.
yeah, bring him in, man.
Yeah.
Let's
We
get
gotta
one of
make
these
a
guys
move,
in
man.
here. Let's
Because
get one of these guys in here.
your boy, man, Benedict Johnson, I mean Ben Johnson, he making moves in Chicago. They
Yeah,
solidifying. They got Jonah Jackson. They traded for Turley, man. They trying to make moves over there. He's taking this Lions blueprint and trying to make it, Chicago Lions up there. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
we just got to keep doing what we're doing. And I'm with you, man. We need to make a splash move. The time is now, man.
yeah,
They be saying on the radio, forget them picks, F them picks, all that
yeah,
stuff. Man, forget them picks,
yeah.
man.
Well, I mean, they're
You
important
still
too,
can
but
draft because, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But
Brad can
right now
draft.
we need that. Like you just said, look at the Bears. Look at all the teams. Look, see, Seattle's trying to trade DK Metcalf. You know who was the team trying to get him is Green Bay.
Yeah,
They got a bunch of solid receivers, but you throw Metcalf over there, that makes them better.
yeah, man.
Minnesota still going. This division is going to be tough, so we
And
can't
what
just
did
stand pat.
Debo got traded for a fifth?
Yeah, so
You know what I'm
Washington
saying? It don't
and
cost much.
Washington going they try to get Garrett or Henderson. So we can't just lay on our rest on our laurels. We got to get one of these, at least one big splash, and then Brad can cook in the draft and the little free agency. But he
Yeah,
need to get that one main piece, and let's go. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
ready, man. So what do you think about uh Carlton Davis, man? What we gonna do, man? We gonna let him walk?
But what I'm hearing, he won't max money. Like he won't. He said, "Give me all the money," and I ain't mad at him. But you look at his history, he haven't finished a season in a few seasons, and
Yeah,
so
man. Man.
I feel like if we're gonna pay him top dollar and he not playing the whole season, I'm not ready to do that. But we got to trust in Brad. They say Slay is available. Slay might want to come back. I
Yeah,
might
I
throw a
heard Slay
flyer
want
on
to
him
come back.
for a year.
Yeah, he
You
said
know,
his last year he wouldn't mind retiring as a
yeah,
Lion, come on back. That might be a good move. I ain't with that max deal for Davis. We got too many boys coming up that need to play day, and
and they got the draft. They can. So I feel like in the draft, I was talking to my son earlier. I feel like they got about 4 or 5 moves they can make, and I think that'll put them. So first one is make that big splash, getting one of them big defensive ends, and then maybe get an offensive lineman, either through the draft or free agency, some backup.
yeah,
Get because they also was talking about getting another receiver. They still talking about Cooper Kupp. Um uh he played with Golf. And so bringing him in, that'd be a low key move. They said he wouldn't really cost that much. Actually, they said he might take a little. even though it's not a hometown discount. He would take a discount playing with Goff. And I feel like bringing in another secondary guy and bringing in that linebacker. I think we need to bring in a linebacker that can either get on the line and rush and cover. You know
I
that
like
that
that boy in the draft from Alabama, Campbell.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. So get him so like that. Get a get the veteran, get a mixture of veteran and young guys, and that's like 4 or 5 players. And I feel like what we have already, we'll be right back there and ready to go. Let's make this run again. Let's do it.
Yeah. And then what do you think about Milrow, man? You think we should draft Milrow?
They definitely need to. I want to see what he's doing in the combine, but they definitely need to start looking at the future of quarterback. I don't know what's going on with Hendon Hooker. They kind of, you know, last year I think when Goff got hurt right before the half and they brung in Bridgewater instead of Hooker just to hand the ball off. Hendon Hooker been with the team all year, practicing with the team all year, and you didn't have enough confidence for him to come in for a couple plays.
Yeah.
I felt like that told a lot about how they feel about him.
Yeah,
And
that
so,
spoke volumes, man. I don't think
yeah,
he it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
Um,
it's sad because I felt like I remember watching him at Tennessee, and I felt like before injury he was right there. He's one
yeah,
of
he
them.
was. I
Yeah,
thought he's gonna win the Heisman before he
yeah.
got hurt.
He was one of the favorites, and so I feel like we really haven't seen him. I hate for him to go somewhere and to either pan out. And I think the other thing that's working against him is his age. He's an
Yeah,
older rookie. He's like
he got
almost
27, 28 now.
yeah, yeah. And so
I think it's time to move on, man. Honestly,
yeah.
at the combine, they spoke with Melrose, and he was athletically gifted among the quarterbacks that I was working on. I think it'd be a good move. Let him develop,
Yeah, we got golf for a couple more years, so they could. I think, like you said, I agree with you. Drafting somebody this year, letting them sit for a year or two and learn behind, and
yeah,
then you can transition him into, a starting quarterback. But they definitely need to look at that. They definitely, and then the way this is going, the quarterback got to have a little bit of wheels. He ain't got to be he ain't got to be Michael Vick, but you see the thing. One of the weaknesses of golf when they get that pressure on him, he's like a statue in the pocket. He gets frustrated, he gets, frustrated, and he sometimes throws the ball away. And so I feel like our next quarterback, our future, needs to have that pocket presence where, like I said, he ain't got to be, Michael Vick, but just be able to get out the pocket, step in, get by yourself a little time, help the offensive line out a little bit. So I definitely agree with that too. Brad got a lot of cooking to do, so, let's do it.
chef hat. Like you said, he ain't got to be Michael Vick, but he need to be Johnny Vick.
Yeah, something.
He he got to get
Right.
away, and that's what I like about what Brian Johnson is cooking up with Caleb Williams, man. That's why he said I ain't had this element of a quarterback. So now some breakdown, he can take off and make some plays with the. I think we need to play chess, not checkers, and make that move. Get us a quarterback stashing. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I know it's a bold move, and people don't think like this, but to me, I would go get Justin Fields.
Yeah, I think. Well, I said it's funny. I was talking to my son about this. I think Justin Fields. This is quite a few teams. I think the Jets. I think he's going to be with the Jets. This is just a little. I don't know. A little birdie told me something, but I think the Jets will be a good fit with him. And actually, Pittsburgh might want him back too. So um, I think he's going to be wanted by a few teams.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm
We,
like, while they playing around, man, I was gonna swoop in and get him, man.
Yeah, there was guys like that we was talking about. It's a couple of young quarterbacks. We was talking about Justin Fields. What's the boy? And I forgot he was with Minnesota. He just came from the Giants. What's his name? They traded him from the Giants. Oh man,
Oh, Daniel Jones? No.
yeah. I feel like as a backup, he one of them guys that given the right opportunity, I feel like he still might have a chance. I think it might be his last chance, but he got a little talent. He got a little wheels. He got some wheels, and he did all right. He did all right before. I mean, last year you got to look at he lost Saquon Barkley, one of the best running backs in the league.
Why did they
And
let
so
that?
and then you didn't have no receivers. They just got him a receiver last year, and
Yeah.
so I feel like Minnesota. That's why they're gonna let my man go Darnold. They got, the boy from
AJ.
Michigan coming back, and then they got They got Daniel backing them up. So they got a nice little combination of youth, and then the guy that's still kind of young that got some experience, and so they can afford to let Darnold go.
Man, see, it's a lot going on, man. Man, I think we had a golden opportunity this year, man. And I ain't saying we don't this year, but man, we had it. Those injuries, man, that was.
But I tell you what, Rashawn, bro, we ain't gonna have too many more. I mean, you don't get again. I know that people get tired of us talking about this. This window is the last 2 years, man.
Yeah,
You don't get them opportunities don't come around just like that, man. And
yeah,
uh, you
we got.
still got the same team. You're gonna be healthy next year. A move or two here or there, and you can still be right back there. So let's take advantage, man. Let's not, we ain't been there before, so let's not act like we've been
I
there
don't
before.
care what they got to do. Get Myles Garrett, win the Super Bowl, and I don't care what happened after that.
Right, at that point, yeah,
Give
at
them
that
the
point,
ring. You know what I'm saying?
the ultimate thing is to win the Super Bowl. So that money, all that stuff will work itself out till you win the Super Bowl. Guys don't want to play, they're gonna take less money. You can do things, you can maneuver things around. But yeah, man, they gotta go out and make that big move and do something for us this
Man,
year,
they
man.
gotta make a move, man.
Yeah,
Man, I'm like, dude, go get them, bro. Forget
yeah.
all the pick, man. Win the Super Bowl, and then rebuild this thing.
Hey, Brad, if you're watching, go get them.
Man,
Go
go
get
get
them.
them.
Let's cook.
Hashtag it. Go get them. Y'all watching this? Y'all
Right.
want Miles? Go get them.
Go get them. Let's get them, baby.
All that. Oh, we building through. We ain't won no Super Bowl. Never. Forget all that. The
That's what I'm
time is
saying.
now.
People,
Let's put all the chips on the table. Go get them, and we figure out the rest later, man. Cut
right,
them after that if you
right,
got to.
right.
Go get them.
Let's get this first ring, and then we worry about all the
Ring,
other stuff
man.
later, man. Yeah,
Ring me, man.
yeah.
Ring me, man. I'm like, yeah. So the Lions, a lot going on. Good off season, and teams is cooked, and I'm watching everybody because Washington made a move. Bears making moves. I mean,
Yeah.
we
The
got to watch.
Bears, I think the Bears gonna be sneakily pretty good. I
I
know,
think they're
they
gonna
are
be good.
rivals, and we're not supposed to give them no credit. But I'm taking off my Lions hat, and I'm looking, with just, with a straight eye. And I feel like the Bears, they got the talent. I feel like Caleb Williams, as much as a lot of people hate on him, the boy is very talented.
Yeah.
And
Now
now
you giving them an offensive line.
yeah, you got receivers already. You giving them offensive line. He got so he got a coach that maybe could coach him up. You
I'm gonna
know,
tell you what they finna do because I know they blueprint. You know what I'm saying? They following the Lions. They finna go get that running back, man. That's gonna be their Gibbs.
oh, the
That
dude,
Gibbs.
yeah.
They finna. I guarantee you, the
Oh,
Bears draft this
let me
guy.
tell you, Bradden started something with that, man. Remember, if you look at the last couple of years, running backs was losing their value as far in the draft. They wasn't drafting them in the first rounds like that. They even climbed. Remember, they climbed the Lions on drafting Gibbs a couple years ago.
Yep.
And look at what happened. He one of the best backs in the league right now, and this is what, second year.
Come
So
on.
teams know the value, and then you look at the team that won the Super Bowl this year. The reason Jalen Hurts won the MVP, it was because of Saquon Barkley. Kansas City said they didn't game plan to start Jalen Hurts. They game plan to start Barkley, and that's what allowed Jalen Hurts to do his thing. So the running back is very important again, man. And so yeah, I believe in that. Got to take all the pressure off of Caleb Williams and let him cook.
Man, I'm still mad about all this stuff, man. I'm
Yeah,
about to get up
yeah.
the season, man. We need Hutch and we
Hey,
need Derek, bro.
hashtag go get him.
Go get them. Hashtag go get them. Put
Yes,
that in the
sir.
comments. Again, y'all watching the Blueprint. Subscribe to the channel, man. Share this with your friends. Listen, this me done. We got my little nephew gonna be joining us too, man. John, man, he loves sports, man, and they need to hear it from his perspective. He's so knowledgeable at 13 about sports, Don, man, and can't wait for him to join us too. But listen, we got to go get him.
Yeah,
I'm all in, Don. I
yeah,
ain't never been all in like I'm all in right. Go get him. Go get Myles Garrett. I don't care what
hey,
happened after next season.
go
Go
get
get
him.
him and Hutch with this team and go win the Super Bowl right now. I don't care about Caleb. I don't care about Mahomes. You got Garrett and you got Hutch.
Go
You
get
got
him.
Zadarius,
Go get him.
McLean,
Yeah,
Reader. Man, you eating up front. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Go get
sir.
him, bro. Who you gonna double team?
You can't. You got to pick it. You got to pick it. You got to pick one, and then the other one gonna eat.
The other one gonna eat, man. Did have a
So
strong draft.
yeah,
Brad gonna cook in the draft. We know that.
yeah, and
Go
that's why I
cook,
feel
man.
like go get them. Do what you got to do. Like you said, go get them. Take the rest of your resources you have, draft picks, free agency, because this stuff going people gonna get cut. We don't know what's gonna happen. And piece the rest of this team together, man, because it wasn't like you were far away. So these draft picks, they gonna help for the future. But the future right now for us is now.
Yeah,
Go,
and I
go
love
get
how
them.
them talking about our coordinating. No, we got some good coaches. That ain't it. Give me them ingredients, baby. Go
Yeah,
get
yeah,
Miles Garrett or what Hendry. I even take Hendry, but I want Garrett, man. Go for the
yeah.
gusto,
Oh
man.
yeah, if you gonna do it, go
Go
get
do it. You gonna
yeah.
do it right, baby.
Yes, sir. And
Yes.
then people don't understand getting that guy is gonna make everybody else on that defense so much better. It's gonna make the cornerbacks that we got so much. They don't have to guard as long, man. Now you got pressure on these boys. That quarterback got to get the ball out of there.
And man, you talking about motivation. Garrett gonna be so motivated playing on a contender.
Oh yeah, coming from
Man,
Cleveland to Detroit, his boy. I know Ladarius probably been hollering at him about the culture in Detroit.
yeah.
313, baby. I'm sure he talk about Detroit all the time. So I
Hey,
know.
Ladarius, man. Ladarius, he Detroit, man. Now he dating Cash Doll. I seen them
Oh
on.
yeah, hey, we need to send Garrett Miles some of them buffs. Get him some
Yes,
buffs.
send him some
Let
buffs, baby.
Cade get
Ladarius, send him some
yeah,
buffs, man.
yes
Get
sir.
him up here, man. Let's go, man. So it's a good time, man. March Madness coming up, man, and I really like a lot of these teams, man. It's gonna be a great tournament. I'm feeling it down. I like Auburn. I like Houston. I like UConn. I don't know. You think Michigan gonna sneak in there?
We talked about Michigan the other day. At the end of the year, I think they kind of falling back to where I thought they would originally be from last year. I think they overachieved this year anyway, even where they're at. But I still think it's all about matchups with March Madness is crazy, man. Because some of these smaller schools we don't get to see, they
Yeah,
got some ballers, and so they love that to get the opportunity to play some of these big schools. But
sure.
actually, Michigan State, I kind of been watching Michigan State the last couple games. They look kind of tough.
Yeah,
And even though Michigan, they playing Michigan State tomorrow, it's not for nothing. Michigan State already wrapped up the Big Ten. I feel like both of them teams. Actually, the Big Ten got quite a few teams that could probably make some noise in the tournament. So, yeah, this is always the best time of year. Um, yeah, and then who knows what's one of these Cinderella teams is gonna come up and bust everybody's
like bubble.
bracket. You know what I'm saying?
North
So,
Dakota State, baby. I mean,
yeah,
there's some good teams out there, man.
yeah,
And, I'm excited about it. I think Michigan State, man, they potentially can make the Final Four, man, if they
oh
get it
yeah,
wrong. I like their team. They play hard, play defense, and this Izzo's time, man.
yes
Down
sir,
years, man, he be cooking in March, man.
yeah,
But it's some good teams out there, man. I really like UConn. I like Houston, like I said, Auburn, man. I mean,
yeah.
there's some good teams out there. I'm really, really excited about it, man. And yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait till the parents come out. We need to do a show and let's do our Final Four picks and do some upset picks and just to see how the matchups gonna be and that's always a fun time of year, man. And then it just spring is coming, so
yeah,
we got March Madness. We're gonna have NBA playoffs soon, and now with our NBA team gonna be in the playoffs, it's gonna be we ain't just gotta be excited about the draft, which was always our Super Bowl with the Lions. We got a playoff team in basketball. We got the Lions draft, which in free agency they plan for something. This summer is like it's crazy because now we got so much. We got the Tigers. They doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They about to start. So it's so much, man. It's so much excitement in the D right now. I mean, we got the greatest fans in the world in Detroit, and we
shout
got
out.
some of the best sports teams in the world in Detroit. So go to the D. That's where it's at, baby.
What's that, baby? We got to get Rashad Phillips on here. Shout out to Yoda.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Speaking
like
of
even
Detroit,
talking to March.
Detroit
The
legends.
only person I listen to during this time in the NBA draft is Yoda. He knows
Yes,
it
sir.
all. So shout out Rashad Phillips. We got to get him on and talk March Madness, man, and
Big
really
Detroit
talk
legend.
about
Big
this
Detroit legend. You a D, baby.
Detroit legend, baby. You of these finest.
Yes, sir.
Get him talk about because he was the one who put me up on the Pistons before any of this went down, man. Yoda,
Mhm.
man, he just know this stuff, man. I mean. I'm shocked he ain't on ESPN or one of these Fox
Yeah, I'm
shows.
surprised, man.
Even the GM, man, but he coaching his daughter down in Florida, man. They've been winning. And man, she looking like little Rashad, man. She balling, man. So
If she anything like her daddy, she a baller. Then I remember little shy, little Allen Iverson. I used to call him.
yeah, man, he was cold, man. He was Steph before Steph, man. I
Yeah,
mean, Shard Phillips, man, he was a legend. I
yeah.
went through it, man. Yeah. So anything else, Don, before we get out of here, man, and jump back
No,
in?
man, I'm about to, let's see what these boys do tonight. They out west playing Gold State. Let's take Steph down, and they got Jimmy Butler out there. So I don't know if he playing tonight. You know, let's see what these boys do out west tonight, and see. And then on another note, NBA, tonight the Celtics and the Lakers playing tonight too. So we get to see Luca, and hey,
Luka
Luca
looking
and
good.
LeBron, they been
Best
playing well
trade
together,
for the
man.
Lakers ever, and the worst trade in history for Dallas.
They be playing well together. Hey, thank you, Dallas.
Thank
Dallas
you.
is cursed. You see, Kyrie is
Yeah,
out for the year. He might be out for next year too.
sure.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So look, man,
But
y'all
yeah,
watch the blueprint, man. And thanks for watching, tuning in. Subscribe, man. Me and Don, we doing this, man. We out here, we doing it, man. And talking sports. And we'll be back, update y'all how the Pistons did out west and all that good stuff. So until next time, subscribe, share information, comment. Hey, go get it.
let's go get them. Hashtag go get them. Let's go get them.
Bring Miles Garrett home. All right, peace out.